To be honest with you, I don't know what to call them. Do I call you an amateur? Do I call you a wannabe?
Nick can't owe me shit. I ain't throwing no front look, but Nick can't owe me shit.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia, and I am back with another video. So today is Real Talk Tuesday, where we bring up very important topics and have discussions on those. Normally, it's what society's issues are today, current events, as well as what we can learn and take from the scenarios and situations. Today, we will be discussing the quadruple shooting that happened in Northwest DC, Friday, April 22nd. Northwest DC was swarming with police all day and night in search of who was behind this shooting that happened in broad daylight. Shots began ringing out around 3:20 p.m. just as kids were being released from school. More than 100 shots were fired in a matter of minutes and caused immediate panic and chaos near several different schools. Bullets were hitting cars, hitting buildings, and even hit a bridge that people walk on. A very unstable video of the shooting was live streamed to a platform called 4chan. On this platform, you can go live and you can post short messages, keeping up with family, friends, or fans. And the video that was live streamed, it appeared to be coming from the scope of a gun. And also the video showed how panicked people were. People were ducking behind cars and trying to take cover wherever they could. With no particular aim or direction, the suspect was able to empty a clip and reload from a high up position, like he was doing target practice or something. He let off over 100 rounds, wounding 3 and grazing 1. The one that was grazed, really, her jacket saved her. You know what I'm saying, from actually being hit. And one of the 3 wounded, unfortunately, was a 12-year-old girl. The live stream went up moments after the shooting, and you can't say it went viral from there because it was shared to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Every platform you can imagine. On that streaming platform, the username behind the live stream video was Raymond Spencer. He followed the live stream up with several short messages, first seeming remorseful by saying, "Dear God, please forgive me," but then he switched up his tune to "waiting for the police to catch up with me." The live stream video gave police reason to believe that the shooter was either on top of one of the apartment buildings or inside of one of the apartment buildings. And there were several across the street, including the Ava Van Ness. As a result of news coming out that there was an active shooter, Howard University was on lockdown, UDC was on lockdown, and Edmund Burke was on lockdown. And Edmund Burke is a middle to high school situation type of school. And police advised everybody that was in apartments to take shelter and to stay in place. As the suspect waited for police to catch up, he was handing them everything they needed to know. Raymond Spencer was a 23-year-old from Fairfax, Virginia. No arrest or history with police other than a noise complaint that he got in the apartment that he stayed in. And in that noise complaint, he was confronted by police, complied, and agreed to keep it down. And that was it. Raymond Spencer occupied an apartment in the Ava Van Ness Apartments, which was spot on trajectory for where the shots was coming from. Shell casings and bullet holes can be found at least a mile from the Ava Van Ness. So that tells you that he had very high powered machinery. Once information started to get pieced together by police, they named Raymond Spencer as a person of interest publicly. The Ava Van Ness went from being on lockdown to being urgently evacuated apartment by apartment, floor by floor. Police made entry into Raymond Spencer's apartment where they could see a whole sniper setup. He had a tripod for his gun and 6 or more guns laying around his apartment, and enough ammo to cause the damage that others have done. The last place in Raymond Spencer's apartment to clear was a locked bathroom. Just as police was breaching the bathroom door, that is when they believe Raymond Spencer took his life. Police also found that Raymond Spencer had been searching and reading up on several different mass shootings that have happened recently, including the New York City subway shooting that left 23 people injured. In my opinion, when people start to obsess over the folks behind mass shootings and maybe why they did it, it's only for the sake of attention, and they see how much attention these people are getting, how much news coverage, and how many people are talking about them. It's a sick form of attention that some people seek. A lot of people were kind of confused. I was reading the comments of several different articles and things. The article said DC shooter, and people were like, which one? No, we're not talking about the DC sniper, who was an Army vet, who suffered from PTSD, trained to kill, trained to avoid and evade police and enemies in his eyes. And he did so for a period of time and was successful in doing so. And that is not bragging on what that man did. It's just telling the difference. And I don't want nobody to get it confused, because in my eyes, this was a very lazy and cowardly thing to do. How are you studying people that have done mass shootings, and they may have had a day, 2, or maybe months of avoiding police before their apprehension, when you didn't even leave your apartment? He was talking on social media just like the rest of us can do, taunting the police with your name as the username, a clear angle of where you was, etc., etc., etc. He even went to the extent of editing certain Wikipedia pages, bragging about what he has done, and giving the police everything that they needed to identify you and find you. And they didn't have to go far. And when they found you, you killed yourself. Cowardly. Police say that they are still looking into what the motive could have been. But I'm telling you, with this generation that's coming up, there is no motive. As ignorant as that sounds, there is no motive other than seeking some sick type of attention that normal people do not seek. You know, me and you would not seek this type of attention and going this route, harming innocent people, including the child. Him being from Virginia gives him full advantage to heavy machinery. Anybody can go from Virginia to DC with certain things, with no type of monitoring. There is no type of border that is separating these different cities and states, separating DC, Maryland, and Virginia for real. So it was pretty easy for him. And maybe if there was some type of clearance or something that all individuals have to do when crossing into or out of DC from Maryland and Virginia or what have you, maybe the gun violence will get under control. In DC, guns are very much illegal, and many people do not have license to carry in DC. And on top of everything that's going on in DC with the carjackings and the gun violence in Northwest, Southwest, Southeast, and what have you. This ain't what we needed. This shooting was lazy and cowardly done, okay? I say lazy because he did all of this from his apartment, not attempting to flee. You know, how you want your name to get out there and you want to taunt the police and you didn't go anywhere. You didn't make any type of moves so that your name can keep being some sort of relevant that you want. Their laziness came in handy in this situation because I believe that the laziness on his part and wanting to be, you know, a sniper or, you know, this DC shooter ended up saving a lot of people from being fatalities in his sick plot for attention. Within this quadruple shooting, people ain't gonna remember your name. You know what I'm saying? What are we gonna label you? A wannabe to what? What we will remember is that although you did hit several people, those people are in stable condition and they will make a full recovery. And that's amazing. I'm so glad that these innocent people who were getting through their day didn't end up being fatalities in his sick plot. That's a true blessing. And within studying mass shootings and becoming obsessed with the attention that those people have gotten, don't be a coward too. You can't be a coward with a gun and shooting at innocent people and not wanting to face apprehension and face the judge and jury. If you studying those people, you know, they've been taken to jail. A lot of them have been sentenced already. What I am glad for is that he didn't shoot up that apartment. Those were innocent people too, including the police that went into the apartment. That was ballsy because I probably would have stepped on out once I seen all that sniper shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he got bombs or what, you know, clear it and then I'm coming in. And thankfully he didn't do that. But if you would have started out how you ended it, we wouldn't even be in this. Nobody would be wounded but you fatally by your own hand. And that's what you decided to do to yourself. I hate the fact that people are out here trying to play this type of almighty God and the decider for how a person's day goes. It's just fucked up, you know? And like I said, on top of everything that's going on, don't come here doing that. Come on, we don't need no more acts of terrorism. And then follow that up with cowardliness. We're not doing that in DC, okay? So I hope this never happens again. I hope that people don't get inspired by his stupidity, because he wanted to make this something bigger than it really was. You know, he gave up pretty fast because he didn't even leave the apartment or do nothing that the people that he was studying did. You know, that's what time we living in now. So I want to hear what y'all have to say in the comments below. Leave your thoughts, and I will see y'all in my next video. Thank y'all for being here. It's your girl, B. Octavia, and I'm going to see y'all.